Hey guys, welcome back to Tealstone Homestead. Today I am sitting in a room that I have shown you guys before, but you will not recognize it. On one of my previous vlogs, I showed you guys our garage. Our garage is really unique because it has kind of 3 rooms to it. The first room is obviously for our car, and the second room we were using kind of for feed storage, lawnmower storage, and like kind of a quarantine area for rabbits. And the third room was kind of a disaster. We were just kind of like putting like scrap wood and, you know, things that we didn't know where to put. It was a mess. I'm gonna put up on the screen what that looked like before. Ever since then, Jameson and I got busy. We installed a door into the third room that leads out to our backyard, and we totally remodeled this room. Now, it's not completely done because we do still need to put a divider down the middle of it, and almost half of it is going to become a goat stall, and that's where our Nigerian dwarfs are going to live. So I am going to show you guys what this looks like so far. We are kind of calling this our barn because it's functioning like a little mini barn. There is some clutter still in here, but it's not a lot. And honestly, it kind of makes sense that some of this stuff is still back here. It's not terrible. I mean, obviously I feel comfortable enough to come in here and sit on the floor. But yeah, it's definitely a step up. Like, I'm very happy with it, and it's gonna do us a world of good, you know, for all this animal storage that we've got going on. If you step through here, this is our new space, and I am so excited about it. We have our quail over here, and I am storing all of the rabbit nest boxes on top of the quail hutch. And then we have our rabbit quarantine moved over here. And eventually I want to put the rabbit quarantine area on wheels as well. Those casters on the quail hutch have been so tremendously helpful. Like, I am in love with them. Obviously we still have, you know, some wire over here and like some scrap wood that is just got nowhere else to go, so it's just kind of hanging out over here. I did find a window behind the drywall. We knew it was there all along, but we're not really sure why the previous owner covered up this window with drywall, but we cut it back out again, and we didn't do a perfect job, obviously, and we'll probably have to like kind of redo that a little bit, but I'm just really happy to have more light in here. And Jameson and I installed this door all by ourselves, so I am very proud of us for that. It does have a lock, but we still need to put the deadbolt in. I also zip tied these fans on the quail hutch, and they're just kind of plugged in. I know it looks, you know, it'll look better later on, we'll fix it, but right now they just have some nice airflow. We also have some more scrap wood over here, just nowhere to put it right now, but I'm gonna be using some of it when I create the goat area. Some random stuff over here. And yeah, this is all of my rabbit travel cages for show. One thing I also wanted to mention is that there is plastic. I hung plastic sheeting actually all the way up there, and it goes all the way down and all the way to the wall. And that is because I didn't want them to make messes, or, you know, I didn't want urine like kind of sinking into our concrete and causing a really terrible smell. So yeah, that's why the plastic sheeting is there. One thing I'm not super fond about putting the quail back here is that it stays super dark back here, because we only have, I know we need to fix one of them, but we only have the one light right there, and it just doesn't do a very good job. So if you can see in the quail hutch right there, that's about as light as it gets. Like, it stays pretty dark all day long. And you can see these little bunnies over here as well. It's just a little bit too dark and kind of depressing. So, because we all know that it will not be a complete Tealstone homestead project unless we put some sort of lighting up, and I am just, I guess, dead set on making every single animal's housing look like Christmas. So I got these globe lights for my quail, and I'm hoping that putting the globe lights into the quail cage will also light up the rabbits. So yeah, we are gonna do that right now, and hopefully it looks really, really good when we're done. Okay guys, it is the next day. I ran out of daylight yesterday, which is kind of ironic because the whole point of this was to light up the quail hutch. And it definitely is lit up during the nighttime, but it was really, really hard to catch on my camera. But they are happy, and they finally have a brighter hutch, and it is carrying over to the rabbits as well. So yeah, look how bright that is. Like, I love it so much, and they're so cute. So yeah, they are enjoying their globe lights. And I'm hoping that, you know, the extra light is going to help them lay eggs like when they get to that age as well. So we shall see. But over here, I had to cut out little holes in the cage, but it's like not big enough for them to get through or anything. And it's loose enough on the side for me to easily be able to open the door. But this is just so I can string the same cord, like from the bottom row all the way to the top row. I didn't know what to do with all of the excess up there, so I just kind of like strung it along the nest boxes right now, but it's not gonna stay like that. I need to figure out how to like get it on the wall maybe, or something like that. And then obviously our cord situation here is a little bit sketchy, so we're definitely gonna have to figure out what to do about that, because I have to stand up on that milk crate right there to plug it in every day. So kind of less than ideal, but we will figure it out. We'll maybe get like one of those switch timers or something like that, and we'll just make it a lot easier for us. But I am super happy with how it turned out. I think it's so cute. I think the quail are going to enjoy it, and it's giving my bunnies some extra light as well. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. Now that my quail have their lights up, I want to take you out here to the rabbit hutch and show you a couple of kits that they're still young. I think they're almost 9 weeks old now. They are a litter between Sprig and Mira. Sprig is my favorite rabbit here. He has 4 legs, which means that he's won 4 awards at shows, and he this weekend will actually be registered and granted if all goes well. And Mira was a baby out of Hollyhock and one of my friend's rabbits. I think she's between 12 or 13 pounds now. I really need to like weigh her again. But all of her babies seem to be having like really fantastic grow rates, especially for summer, and they all look like super promising. So I'm really excited about this litter in particular. I have a couple of other litters going on, but I don't think I've ever been quite so excited about the way that a litter looks here yet with silver fox. So it just kind of makes me feel like I'm doing a good job, and so I'm really happy about that. And I want to show you a couple of them. I have no idea who is staying and who is going right now. I feel like what's going to end up happening is I'm going to take like several of these rabbits and show them at convention and like other fall shows like this fall, just to see like what other people think of them. And I already have kind of a favorite or two, but I want to see what other people think of them because I don't always trust my judgment like as an end all be all. Here is her litter. That's Mira right there. And her babies, I believe they are almost 9 weeks old, and they're all looking so good. Like I'm so happy. Mainly, I'll tell you right now, guys, I'm really happy with how full everybody is. Everybody seems to have a really good fullness to them. And usually I'm struggling with that just a little bit in the hindquarters, but these babies, like look how round this little one is right here. Like it's just so round. So I'm very thrilled about it. I'm happy about these guys. I was going through the does, and I feel like all of the does are definitely contenders. And then I was going through all of the bucks, and I think that at least 2 of the bucks, possibly 3, are also show contenders. There's one in particular that just doesn't have the greatest shoulders. They're just really low and long. So he's probably not going to be making the cut, but he's literally the only one in here that I'm thinking isn't going to be making the cut because all of them are so good. Like, I just love all of them. Okay, hopefully this works for the tripod setup. I just got a gorilla pod, so you guys are clinging on to the side of the cage. Hopefully that works. So as a good rabbit keeper, I like to keep notes on my phone. And currently I have so many babies here right now, like there's no way I would be able to keep track of them without keeping notes on them. So I believe TS-127 and TS-130, they're both does. I think they're both my favorites. So I'm gonna pull out 127 first because I really like her. She's a little bit smaller, but I want you guys to see her. So this little baby is TS-127. She's a doe. And this is what she is looking like right now. I am super thrilled. Like, look at this, you guys. I really hope the camera picks it up, but she has like really nice shoulders. She's just got like the most beautiful fullness to her, and it just goes like straight up. Her peak is right above. Hopefully I have her posed correctly, and she is the easiest rabbit to pose as well. Like, she just kind of just naturally goes into it, which just, oh my gosh, if she does not stay here I will be super surprised. But she is so gorgeous. This is gonna be a repeat breeding for sure because I've never been this excited about the litter. But she's getting antsy now. But yeah, so we were just kind of working on show posing every once in a while, so hopefully she shows up well for you guys. But the way this goes down and goes like, it doesn't undercut at all, like it goes straight down to the floor, and it's beautiful. So if you guys can see that, yes honey, I know. When you look at them from the back view, you want to make sure that they're not pinched too. So pinched hindquarters can cause reproductive problems. It can mean less meat on the back end of the rabbit. It can mean several different things. So I'm not really seeing, she's like 8 or 9 weeks old, so she needs to fill in a little bit more, but already she's just so gorgeous. So yes, you are very pretty. I was hoping by breeding Sprig to Mira we would get more of Mira's size, but maybe not quite as big as Mira because Mira actually she's too big. And I was hoping that we would get more of Sprig's type. So that's kind of what ended up happening. It doesn't always happen that perfectly for sure, but it definitely did with this litter, so I'm really happy about it, and I can't wait to show these babies. I wanted to give you guys a top view down as well. She'll hardly stand still for me now, but she's just so pretty. Look at this. Look at this fur. Look at this fur. You are a pretty little silver fox. This is another one that I'm thinking about keeping. Now she doesn't have as much depth as the last one, but she is so full. Like, she's a really wide rabbit. So even if she doesn't make a great show rabbit, she's gonna make a great, she won't pose. She's gonna make a great breeder for somebody's program because she's just really full. And already such a good weight for this age. But there she is. I think she's really pretty. She's still patchy because she's young. Come on, girly. This is another reason why I'm not completely sure if she's gonna be staying here, because she's not good at posing. But she looks really nice so far. There we go. So that is her. Well, for as short-lived as that was. Her fur is like super dense. And yeah, she's got a really fat head too. I love it when rabbits have like that really blocky head. Some of my friends and I were talking about what type of head you would prefer on your silver fox. Whether it's like the skinnier head or like the blockier head, and we all agree that the blockier head is just the better one. This was TS 130, by the way, in case I didn't mention it, but I really like her a lot. She actually reminds me a lot of Sprig. It's just like her head and her face and everything. She looks a lot like her dad. This little buck is 124, TS 124. He's also a really great natural poser. I think that he's one of the smallest ones in the litter, but it really doesn't matter to me because he's still got like this wonderful fullness to him. So he doesn't have as much depth as that little doe. He's a little bit longer, but honestly, look at him. Aren't you pretty? Look how pretty you are, yes! I wish that it would come up a little bit higher, his depth anyway, but he's got like this really nice round body. He's behaving a little bit better for me, but you guys can see that a little bit better. I just love this litter because they have such nice round fullness to them. Hardly any indentation in their loin at all. I know there are better silver foxes out there, but to me this is just like personal development here, so I'm very happy about it. To me, there is like very few things in the world that are more stress relieving than getting off of work after, you know, working all day long, and then coming out and then having these little cute fluff balls to hang out with. It's like one of the best things to me. I am excited to be breaking perceptions about meat rabbit breeders, because I feel like too often people assume that meat rabbit breeders just don't care about their animals at all, or that just don't care about their quality of life or anything, or that don't spend time with them. And that's just definitely not the case for so many people. I definitely feel like, for me anyway, the whole purpose of raising meat rabbits and giving ourselves like our own supply of meat here in our backyard is mainly so we can give these animals like a better life. Like I always wanted to give them a better life than, you know, something that you would buy in a grocery store or something like that. You never know the life that that animal that you buy in the grocery store has lived. You don't know if it went through trauma or, you know, terrible living conditions. But I always know that with my rabbits, they have the best care possible, and that means a lot to me. So that is one of the main reasons that we do this, as well as I'm completely obsessed with rabbits and showing them, and now breeding to the standard of perfection for silver fox and creme de argent. And I feel very, very blessed, and I'm really happy that you guys are along for the ride with me. Well guys, I think that is all that I had for you today. I just wanted to show you like my quail lights and the quail updates. They're doing really well, and as well as like, you know, some of our grow outs here. I'm really excited about some of them, and I just really wanted to show you guys. I'm trying really hard to get a video out to you guys every week. It can be challenging when I work a full-time job as well, but I'm trying really hard, and I've been doing a good job this month so far. Hopefully I don't jinx myself, but I'm hoping that you're enjoying the content. I'm not entirely sure what next week's video is going to entail, because over this weekend I am going to a rabbit show in Lebanon on Saturday, and I am going to QuailCon. Surprise! If you are going to QuailCon in Miamisburg, Ohio, I will be there. I was invited by Whiskey Tango Farms. Kristen, she is now, I would say, a good internet friend of mine, so I'm very excited. I will be taking a butchering class because I've never butchered a quail before. It seems pretty easy, but I'm excited that I'll get some hands-on experience there and just kind of get to meet some people. I get to meet Slightly Rednecked. I get to meet My Shire Farm Quail. I can't remember his exact username, but I will put it somewhere. And also Whiskey Tango, which I've already met her because she has some of our silver foxes. And if you haven't followed her yet, I'm sure that you will see some updates about the silver foxes that she got from us. So, and then our quail are from her. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was just kind of like a general update of things. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.